History was made again today, stackers. Silver blasted to a new all time high near 93.70, while gold continues its record breaking march. If you want daily insight that actually explains why this is happening, hit subscribe and the bell. We break this down every single day. Let's get straight into the numbers. On January 14th, spot silver surged above $90 per ounce for the first time ever, pushing as high as around 93.70 on some feeds. Spot gold climbed to a fresh all-time high, reaching around 46.39 to 46.41 per ounce before settling a little bit lower. Silver futures and gold futures echoed that strength with strong close values as well. This isn't just a new weekly high. It's a historic breakout that changes the narrative on silver and reinforces gold's leadership as both a haven and a hedge. So quick question. Do you think silver has only begun its breakout, or are we due for a healthy pullback before another leg up? Comment below. I'll highlight some of the responses in the next video. First on gold. Gold's rally today was driven by a potent mix of macroeconomic data, geopolitical tensions, and safe haven demand. Soft U.S. inflation data with CPI rising less than expected fueled expectations that the Federal Reserve could cut interest rates later this year and possibly sooner than markets anticipated. That pushes investors into metals because they're non yielding assets that perform well when real yields are negative. So, guys, geopolitical uncertainty is also front page news, from protests in Iran to continued tensions around central bank policy in the US. So, gold is acting like the traditional insurance policy, you can almost say. Even though gold eased slightly from today's peak, the overall trend remains up and structurally sound. Now, into what what everyone wants to hear about, guys. We're gonna go into silver. Let's go in depth in silver because today it stole the spotlight. Silver's historic breakout. Silver has been rallying hard, up roughly 25% in just the first weeks of 2026, guys. That's right, 25% in the first couple weeks of 2026 of another, and it just last year went up 146%. So we're already up 25%. If you're not happy with that, I don't know what would make you happy. And today, it punched through $90 an ounce for the first time, with intraday prints flirting with the 93.70 mark. This breakout combines multiple dynamics. Safe haven demand, investors are moving into precious metals to hedge against inflation and monetary risk and geopolitical. Same thing we always talk about. Industrial demand, it's there for the industrials, for the EVs, solar technology, and electronics. It's a good baseline to kind of keep this growth going. And market psychology. Once a psychological level like 90 is breached, short term traders and momentum funds often jump in hard, accelerating the move. That's kind of what we saw when we went from 90 pretty much all the way up to 93.47. Right now we sit at 91.05. Even though the CME group recently raised margin requirements for silver futures designed to tame wild price swings, it hasn't stopped the rally. In fact, it's arguably capped volatility while still allowing upward trends to continue. This showing resilience in future markets indicates strong conviction on both sides of the physical and derivatives bridge. Supply and mint news. Guys, today the US Mint stopped the sale of Silver Eagles. One notable physical market story is the US Mint's pause of certain silver sales as it updates pricing on certain products, a sign that when silver prices move this fast, even the mints have to hit pause on pricing until terms catch up. So guys, they don't know where silver's going. Basically, there was a point where you could purchase silver from the US Mint cheaper than what the spot price of silver was. So with that, they were losing money on every single purchase. So they had to pause those sales. That doesn't directly affect spot price, but it does echo a theme we've seen from Stackers Online. Inventory constraints and physical demand are real and they're rising. So, guys, what's good for us? Historic breakouts on both metals, silver above 90, gold above 4,600, show real structural demands. Rate cut expectations give precious metals a clear macro tailwind. Physical demand continues to rise, seen both in dealer inventory behavior and mint pricing actions. These are indicators that this isn't just a short term spike, it's rooted in multiple market drivers. What are some of the risks and challenges we have ahead? Okay, guys, so going forward is what we need to be watching for. Extreme volatility is still present, as we can see from hitting 93.70 all the way down to 90.68. We kind of broke this little support right here that we had at 91, so it does look like we're going to be going down to the high 80s. I would also be looking for index rebalancing and some profit taking. That's typically normal whenever we have a huge spike. People are going to want to take their profits. We are looking at the paper markets, and so with that, we have day traders and we have short-term traders. And so when you go from 90 to 93 or 85 to 93 within a day or two, there are going to be some profit taking. So when you see these pullbacks, don't worry about them. They're just short term. Because physical supply dynamics still lag price, which can amplify swings but also create dislocations that aren't sustainable long term. And so, guys, there's still a shortage of silver. We're still in a deficit. So, structurally, that has not changed. But the question for you is, are we in the early innings of a multi year bull rally, or is this the peak of the current leg? Drop your take below. I'll feature some of the top answers in the next video. I kind of want to see what you guys are thinking. Is this a top, or is this just another leg up? It has been going up really fast, so I want to see what you guys are thinking. But if this update is helping you to connect the dots, price action, news drivers, and real stacking content, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel, guys. As you can see, we only have 15 subscribers as I'm making this video. Every subscriber counts. I appreciate everyone for the amount of minutes and time that you're taking to watch this video. Here's my short-term watch list. The things I'm watching for over the next few sessions is the US CPI and PPI data that could shift rate cut expectations. I'm also checking the dollar index behavior. Metals love a weak dollar. Now, as an American, I don't love a weak dollar, but as a silver stacker and a gold stacker, it does help us go up, and it does only strengthen our case that this is not just the end of the rally. This isn't a peak, this is just the beginning. Because again, silver has been held back for so many years, and now we are just finally coming to that true price discovery phase. Another thing I'm still looking for are geopolitical headlines. Middle East and central bank policy remains on front page catalyst. Guys, there's a lot of stuff going on with Trump right now, and not wanting to support anyone who supports the Iran government and implying tariffs on them if they do try to. And if you don't know, that's where China gets a lot of its gold from, is Iran, and we just took over the Venezuela oil supply. So just a lot of geopolitical tensions right there, guys. But here's your takeaway for today's price action. New all-time highs signal momentum, but momentum is not a straight line. For stackers, consistency beats timing. Stay focused on regular stacking, premiums, and long-term fundamentals. Those are what build real stacks through volatility. So guys, with that being said, like I always like to do, right now we're sitting at 90.50. Let's go over to JM Bullion and let's see what they have their silver for. So silver, we're going to go into, look, they even added this new section, in stock silver. That's funny. I have not seen that before. Have you guys seen this? The in stock? I'm pretty sure that's new. We're going to go over to Silver Eagles. This is what the US Mint is not circulating right now. They stopped the sales of them. And so we'll go over to all. And let's do, so 2025. We're going to go into, here we go, random year. So the cheapest you can get a Silver Eagle coin random year is going to be $104.75. Plus shipping, it's about $10 unless you spend more than $200. Then, it's about 115. So $105 for one Silver Eagle is now the cost. Would you guys pay that? Are you paying that? Has anybody bought Silver Eagles here lately? If so, let me know. Let me know what you paid for it. I'm interested. Do your local coin shops, do they have Silver Eagles? How's their supply going? Let me know. Let me know. Another one is we're going to do the 1 ounce silver rounds, varied condition, any mint, 97.27 for one single ounce. 98.27 if you're buying less than 20. That's the cheapest you can get is 97.27. And it's not going to ship if I saw this properly. Yeah, this is a pre-sale. So it ships on or around. That is a crucial thing to look at. On or around January 23rd. So they're not guaranteeing it's going to ship on January 23rd. They're saying around January 23rd is what they're really saying. So it may not even ship till January 30th, which is over 16 days from now. Today's the 14th. The 23rd would be 9 days from now. So guys, that's super interesting to see. Let's see what SD Bullion has. Their random years are sitting at 102.69 per coin, and that's with the spot price of 90.19. Ooh, let's see. Did we drop? Oh yeah, we just hit a big spike. Oh wow. Oh man, live on stream we're seeing this. We just a minute ago we were at 90.50. Now we're at 88.98 and it looks like it is dropping hard right now. Which, guys, it just goes back to what I just said. We can expect this to kind of be what's going on. I mean, if you were a short-term trader and you got in at 85 and in a day and a half you went up $8, I would be taking some profits too. So I'm not too worried about this, guys. That $87 mark does not scare me whatsoever. Let's see. As this price keeps dropping, oh yeah, 88.48. The Silver Eagle stayed the same though. So the premiums on these are going to continue to go up. And they're gonna stay. That's one thing I think I'm trading into. I'm gonna go trade some silver 1 ounce rounds and see if I can get myself some Silver Eagles because it does look like those are going to hold their value a lot better than just a regular round or a bar. Let's see what SD Bullion has. Their silver uh their silver rounds. 1 ounce silver rounds right here, 93. Cheapest you can get it, even with spot at 87.26 and dropping, it's at 96.47. So that's about a $9 difference right there. And it has an expected ship date of January 29th. For any random round, any random one, January 29th. Insanity. They're coming out and saying, hey, it's going to ship on the 29th, while JM Bullion is saying, it's going to be on or around the 23rd. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're purchasing. I mean, I'm kind of interested in looking at this right now. It dropped all the way down to 86.50. Oh my goodness. That is volatility right there. A $4 drop within minutes. I mean, within recording, we've seen it go from 91.50 all the way down to a bottom out at 86.50. It's up a little bit more, but guys, what is happening right now? Here, hold on. Let me see. Let's follow this. See where this goes. Let's check on. Oh, and if you guys saw, I got Trading View finally. I'm out of the Wee Bull. We ain't bulling nothing here. Let's go to the 1 day. Woo! That's a tough chart to look at. It's a tough chart to look at, guys. So guys, as we're looking at this chart, silver dropped down. It hit a low of 86.50. It's already back up almost $2. I mean, if that doesn't tell you what volatility looks like, this is what volatility looks like. At any given moment, it can drop $4. Spot price. Let's see. Let's go over to SD. Spot price is back up to 87.26. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm gonna have for today. 88.99. We're at 87.42. Rounds are still 96.55. So, and this is something that I would keep in mind too, is that even if this spot price goes down, guys, they're just gonna increase the premiums. Like, that's the one thing I don't think a lot of people understand is that yes, this does set a precedence. This does set a baseline, I guess you could so say. But a lot of these dealers have had to start buying at these higher prices. So if you think the dealer is going to lose money, you're crazy. If silver were to drop down to 70, we would just see $15 to $20 premiums on a buy. It's not like you would be able to buy silver for that much cheaper. So I mean, that's just kind of the market we're in right now. Love it or hate it, that's where we're at. But guys, as always, thanks for watching the Daily Stack Report, where we break down precious metals without the noise. Subscribe, comment your price predictions below. With this volatility we just witnessed live on stream, I want to see what you guys think. But for now, stay safe, stack smart, and I'll see you tomorrow.